Welcome, welcome. Welcome, everybody. Come on in. I'm just warming up our energy centers. And today we're actually going to be talking about negative self-talk. And we're going to be doing some actual healing sessions with, when it comes to negative self-talk. Just waiting for some more people to join. Takes me a minute here. All right, welcome. We are talking about negative self-talk, and we are going to be actually releasing that trauma and doing a tapping trauma release. Now, when we tap, we will be tapping our energy centers, our meridian points, and we will be releasing like negative energy and fear-based energy that we have stored in our meridian points or chakra system that can keep us from being functional, not only in everyday life, but like achieving goals that we have for ourselves, right? So we're going to just start waking up our energy centers. I'm going to just wake up our energy centers. This is our crown chakra. We're going to wake it up. All right, let me see if we can get let's see. Oh, shoot. Trying to get more lighting in here, but that's just not in the cards today. All right. I don't know it goes light and it goes dark, it goes light and it goes dark, and the lighting is what it is, but we got to get started because I'm on a time limit, right? All right. Let's wake up our energy centers. We're going to start to release that negative self-talk that keeps us in a negative mindset. And, fortunately, this will prevent people from manifesting their goals and dreams. So this is your crown chakra, your meridian point in your crown. It goes all the way down the back of your neck. You're going to tap that, right? And then you're going to tap your shoulders. And then you're going to tap your third eye, right? Now, if you've got any light, and then you're going to tap your shoulders. And then you're going to tap your third eye, right? Now, if you've got any like migraines or headaches or sinus pressure, this will relieve, that off of your sinuses. However, stored negative emotions and trauma could also block your chakras and your energy centers. Right? So you're going to be unblocking those today. So this is a meridian point. This is a meridian point all the way in here, right? So we actually move back because we want to tighten the skin right there. And then your neck, and then your heart chakra, solar plexus, your sacral chakra, which you can't see me tapping, but I'm doing this. And then your root chakra. Now, some people can tap on their tailbone. If you feel uncomfortable, like tapping your front, you can tap your tailbone or your back, right at your tailbone, right? And then I usually work my way down the legs too, because those are actually meridian points as well. They're just not publicized or popular, but they're there, right? You got them in your ears too. All right, so here we go. I release all negative self-talk, low self-worth, low self-esteem, and limiting beliefs that keep me from achieving my goals and the life that I want. I release it now back to the universe where it belongs. Back of the neck. That's a main entry point for negative energy. So you want to tap the back of your neck. This will also relieve any headaches you might have. I release any negative self-talk, limiting beliefs, low self-esteem, low self-worth, keeping me from achieving the life that I wish. I release it now back to the universe where it belongs. Now you can say Sky Daddy, Jesus, whatever is your process, right? Source, whatever. We're not going to tap on that tonight. Tapping. We're not tapping on that tonight. Whatever your process is, release it. The point is you're releasing it from yourself, and that's going to allow energy to flow better. Now, I do the top of my shoulders because I carry a lot of negative energy in my shoulders. If your shoulders just hurt at random intervals, that could be what's happening. So you can start tapping that. That's also meridian point energy center. And I release all negative self-talk, limiting beliefs, depression, sadness, disappointment, low self-esteem, and low self-worth, keeping me from achieving my goals and the life that I wish. I release it now back to the universe where it belongs. All right, now we're going to tap on our third eye. We're going to get our face part, right? We're going to tap on all of our eyes, this one and this one, right? There's one right here too, your mind's eye, where you receive your creative downloads and intuitions and things. That can be blocked. Start tapping it all in this area. Just start tapping however you want to tap it, right? I do this. But I release all negative self-talk, limiting beliefs, depression, sadness, worry, anxiety, low self-esteem, and low self-worth, keeping me from achieving my goals. I release it now back to the universe where it belongs. All right, under the eye. I release all negative self-talk, limiting beliefs, depression, sadness, anger, disappointment, low self-esteem, and low self-worth that keep me from achieving the life that I wish and the goals of my dreams. I release it now back to the universe where it belongs. Tapping on the side of her temples here. I release all limiting beliefs, negative self-talk, depression, sadness, worry, anger, low self-esteem, and low self-worth that keep me from achieving my goals and the life that I wish. I release it now back to the universe where it belongs. Right under the nose. I release all negative self-talk, limiting beliefs, sadness, depression, anger, disappointment, low self-worth, and low self-esteem that keep me from achieving the life of my dreams and my goals. I release it now back to the universe where it belongs. I release all negative self-talk, limiting beliefs, sadness, depression, anger, low self-worth, and low self-esteem that keep me from achieving the life I wish and my goals. I release it now back to the universe where it belongs. I release. This is, you notice you've got a lymph node system right here. This is also meridian point or an energy center. This is also your throat chakra, right? Different cultures call it different things, but there's energy centers in your body, and we're tapping on those to release negative energy and limiting. Tonight's theme is limiting self-beliefs and self-talk. We're tapping on our throat chakra. I release all limiting beliefs, negative self-talk, depression, sadness, anger, disappointment, frustration, worry, low self-esteem, and low self-worth that keep me from achieving the life I wish for and the goals of my dreams. I release it now back to the universe where it belongs. Right, heart chakra. I release all negative self-talk, limiting beliefs, depression, sadness, anger, frustration, low self-esteem, and low self-worth that keep me from achieving the life of my dreams and my goals. I release it now back to the universe where it belongs. Thank you, Spirit Team. Right, we're doing our solar plexus, right? I'm doing this. This whole area needs to be tapped on. I release all negative self-talk, low self-esteem, low self-worth, limiting beliefs, depression, sadness, anger, frustration, low self-esteem, and low self-worth that keep me from achieving the goals and the life of my dreams. I release it now back to the universe where it belongs. Thank you, Spirit Team. Now what we're doing, if you're just joining, we are tapping on our meridian centers, our chakra system, to release negative self-belief and those negative fear-based energies that get stored in our bodies and our energy centers that keep us from manifesting what we wish for. Now, if we don't deal with those, if we don't release those negative self-talk and negative self-beliefs, then they can build up and they can cause blockages, and that's what we're releasing tonight. And we're just working our way down the energy centers. We are at our sacral chakra. You can also tap your back. If you don't feel comfortable tapping your front, you can also hit your spinal column and tap that too. That also works. And I'm doing this to my back, right? I release all negative self-talk, limiting beliefs, sadness, anger, depression, frustration, low self-esteem, and low self-worth that keep me from achieving my goals and the life that I wish. I release it now back to the universe where it belongs. Right, and we're going for our root chakra, which is right at our tailbone. You can tap that part in your back, or you can tap your front. But I'm doing this to my spinal column and releasing that energy. I release all negative fear-based energies, negative self-talk, low self-worth, depression, sadness, anger, frustration, worry, limiting self-beliefs, low self-esteem that keep me from achieving the goal, and low self-worth that keep me from achieving the goals and my dreams and the life that I wish. I release it now back to the universe where it belongs. Whew. It's a workout for your hand a little bit. Now we're going towards the top of our thighs and we're working our way down our legs. So I'm doing this to the top of my thighs. I release any negative self-talk, limiting beliefs, fear-based energies, sadness, depression, anger, frustration, low self-worth, and low self-esteem that keep me from achieving my goals and dreams. I release it now back to the universe where it belongs. Now that's, insert whatever you want to insert there. Everybody's got a different belief system. So that's just how I do it. Like you can say whatever you want to say right there, but just the point is to release it so you're not having blockages in your mind, body, spirit, right? Because if you keep that stuff in and you don't release it somehow, then you're going to see that you're having blockages in your life in different areas. It's going to start to manifest that way. So we are tackling limiting self-beliefs and like low self-worth, tonight. That one's been real heavy on my heart. And, that's what we're doing. But yeah, I'm feeling better already. Now, as you're tapping your meridian centers, as you're tapping your chakra system, now some cultures call it meridians, some call it chakras. They're energy. It's energy transfers. It doesn't stop, right? Let's transfer it somewhere, right? If you feel me, if you know, right? This is Metaphysics 101, energy transfers. It doesn't stop. It doesn't, go away. It just expands and transitions and transfers, right? So now that we've tapped on every energy center, even our ears, and released negative self-talk, negative self-beliefs, depression, anger, we've released that. Now we've got to fill it back up with something. You can't just leave that as a hole in your body, right? You need to fill it back up with something. So we're going to receive, we're going to do like a blanket statement, what I call a blanket statement, and it covers a lot of ground. We're going to, receive good health, wealth, abundance, peace, prosperity, happiness. We're just going to tackle them all in one jump. We're going to receive that, right? And maybe I'll change the verbiage just a slight bit to reflect good self-esteem and worthiness and all that. But just whatever pops into my intuition, right? Start with our crown. So we've released the trauma. Now we have to go back through each chakra, each energy center, each meridian, and fill it back up with positivity, right? So whatever floats your boat here, you can choose whatever verbiage you want. This is how I'm doing it tonight. This is what I feel led to do. I receive good self-esteem, confidence, encouragement. I am loved, I am blessed. I am loved. I am blessed. Good health, wealth, abundance. I am wise, and I am worthy of these things. Thank you, Spirit Team. Thank you, Sky Daddy. Thank you. Right? You should start feeling tingly, and you should feel your energy centers waking up. Right? I'm feeling like I hit an electric fence without the pain, right? That's kind of how I'm feeling. Now we're going to hit the back of the neck. That's an entry point for a lot of negativity, believe it or not. I don't know why, but they've figured that one out. The back of the neck is where your brain stem's at, and that's a huge meridian point. Right? You hit somebody too hard there, and you could accidentally transition them to Sky Daddy a little sooner than they reckoned, right? I used to do MMA and boxing and full contact sports, and that was a knockout point, or, technically more than a knockout point, but I'm only allowed to say certain things on here, so it is what it is. Right. I receive good self-esteem, confidence. I'm loved in every area of my life, every kind of love. I am in good health. I am wealthy. I am abundant, and I am wise. And I am worthy of these things. Thank you, Spirit Team. Thank you, Sky Daddy. Thank you. Whew. Now we're going to tackle our front part. We're going to do wake up our third eye. You wake up your actual eyes, and then you're going to wake up your third eye. All of this. Now, if you've had any kind of headaches, this is a great way to relieve headache pressure, by the way, because I get those from time to time, and this does help. As a matter of fact, you're going to want to make sure you're drinking plenty of water. We are technically releasing toxins from your muscles and stuff. So if you don't drink any water, you may feel a little woozy. You may feel like the purge symptoms, if you know what I mean. You might need you a bottle of Pepto or something, right? But you want to make sure you're hydrating, because if you don't, it's just like getting a massage and not drinking enough water. You feel sick the next day. If you've ever got one of those, a deep tissue massage, it does the exact same thing. I receive positivity, good self-esteem, confidence. I'm loved in every area of my life, in all kinds of love. I am healthy, wealthy, and wise, and I am worth it and worthy of these things. Thank you, Sky Daddy. Thank you, Spirit Team. Thank you for protection. Thank you for blessings. Thank you for another beautiful day. Thank you. Just start saying thank you too, right? Under the eyes, that's a meridian point, this whole area. If you got sinus pressure, now's your time to unpressure yourself. You may get drainage, by the way, if you have any sinus problems happening. This will drain your sinuses pretty quick, especially right in here. Tap your temples all the way over, needs to be tapped. And it helps your under eye bags as a beauty bonus there. If you want to get less puffy eyes, start tapping. I receive good self-esteem, good self-worth. I'm abundant. I am loved in every area of my life. I'm abundant in every area of my life. All kinds of abundance and all kinds of love. I am in good health. I'm healthy, wealthy, and wise. I'm blessed, and I am worthy to be blessed, and I'm worthy of these things. I receive them, and I'm worthy of them. Thank you, Spirit Team. Thank you, Sky Daddy. Thank you for this beautiful day. Thank you for shelter and food. Thank you for never giving up on me, even though I sound like a noisy clinking cymbal sometimes. Thank you, Spirit Team. Thank you, Sky Daddy. Whatever your process is, now this is just my process. You might have your own process. You can insert whatever you want to right there, because we're not tapping on that. We're just doing trauma release tonight, right? And now once you go through head to toe, once you release the trauma, now you got to go back through and actually receive the blessing that you're trying to bring in, right? Because you want to release the trauma first and the negativity, and then you want to receive the blessing. That way it comes through properly. You're also releasing toxins from your actual body. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water, because it's like getting a deep tissue massage and not drinking no water. I don't know if you've ever had one of those, but you feel real sick the next day, and you might be on the toilet a little more than you want to be, right? I'd highly recommend drinking some water after this process. But if you've got any kind of sinus pressure, this is great to relieve that. But I receive happiness, abundance in all areas of my life, good self-esteem, good self-worth, all kinds of love, and I am loved. I am healthy, I am wealthy, and I am wise. I am blessed, and I am worthy of these things. I am grateful. Thank you, Sky Daddy. Thank you, Spirit Team. Whatever your process is here, Source, Jesus, the Holy Spirit, whatever your process is here, you want to insert that right there. You want to show gratitude to whatever your belief system is, right? We're just tapping and releasing trauma, and we're receiving that'll allow your blessings and manifestations to come through properly. We're just tapping our energy centers, called meridians or chakras. Some cultures call them meridians, some call them chakras, and we are once we've already been on here about maybe close to 30 minutes, so I've already went head to toe and tapped on all the energy centers to release low self-esteem, low self-worth. I went through a whole list. This replay is available. The link in my bio, the link tree. Check it out on the Tubing of the U, because I got a talking code on here. May take me a bit to get it uploaded because I'm having some technicalities on the Tubing of U end. They're not, it's just swirling on the screen over there, so I've got to do some technical troubleshooting when we're out of here. And this will be available for replay, and you can show the past lives if you want to do some more trauma release. They're all on there. Just have a field day. It's all free game. My Spirit Team just wants y'all healed so you can get what you need. But check out the link tree in my bio, and you can watch the replay on the Tubing of the U, right? And the past ones too. All right. So we're going to, under the nose is a meridian point. I receive good self-esteem, self-worth, love in every area of my life, abundance in every area of my life, love of all kinds and abundance of all kinds, good health, wealth, abundance, peace, prosperity, happiness. And I'm worthy of these things. Thank you, Sky Daddy. Thank you, Spirit Team. Thank you for a roof over my head. Now we're just tapping this part right here. Thank you for a roof over my head. Thank you for shelter, provision. Thank you for listening to my noisy babblings every day, taking the time to listen. Thank you for sending all the birds in the yard. That's pretty cool. I'm a bird watcher. I love it. Thank you for signs and synchronicities that let me know you guys are listening. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit Team. Right, we're going to tackle our throat chakra. We're just going to tap this whole area right in here. I receive positive self-worth, good self-worth, abundance in every area of my life, love in every area of my life, and all kinds of love. I am loved. Good self-esteem, good health, wealth, abundance, peace, prosperity, happiness, high self-esteem, and I'm worthy to be blessed, and I'm worthy of these things. Thank you, Spirit Team. Thank you, Sky Daddy. Thank you. Just show gratitude for a minute. Now, you can insert your own process here. That's just how I do it. Everybody's got their own belief system, so. Thank you. All right, heart chakra. I receive good self-esteem, love in every area of my life, worthiness, happiness, peace, tranquility. I am loved in all kinds of love in every area of my life. Thank you. And I am worthy to receive these things. Thank you, Spirit Team. Thank you, Sky Daddy. All right. I receive good health, wealth, abundance, prosperity. I am worthy to be blessed. I am loved in every area of my life. I am healthy, wealthy, and wise. I have good self-esteem. And I am worth it. Thank you. Thank you, Sky Daddy. Thank you, Spirit Team. All right, so that's it for tonight. I do this every week, so if you've missed the replay, it will be available on the Tubing of the U, and give me a couple hours on that one because we're having some technical difficulties over there. But that's about been live for about an hour, and I'm on limited time tonight, so the replay will be available, and the past replays are already available over there. Check out the link tree in my bio, and you can see that on the Tubing of the U, right? I got a speaking code. They don't like you to say other socials on here, so we tried to stream live simultaneously, but it's just spinning the screen, so I don't know if it got it or not. I've got to double check that. So hope everybody has a good night, good Memorial Day. Thank you to everybody who served and has been a service to this country. Thank you. It's appreciated and doesn't go unnoticed. I speak a blessing over everyone that's listened tonight or will listen to the replay to release their traumas and receive their blessings. And I release your energy back to you now, and be blessed. All right.